Hi there, AvionLoggers. I just wanted to take an opportunity to run you through a few of the most commonly asked questions that we get about AvionLog. And today I just want to talk to you about the backup system. Of course, your flights are very important. We want to keep your logbook as safe as we can. So we've created a very robust backup system. So first off, AvionLog has a live syncing feature, and there's a common misconception that if your flights are synced between two devices, then they're backed up in two places. This isn't necessarily true, and I'm just going to show you how the live sync feature works. We've got it switched on using settings. And if you go to settings and then click on sync, and then you can select the live sync, log on all of the devices you want synced, and then through our cloud service, all of your flights are synced, and it's done in real time. So if we just start a new flight here, and we can have a look, you can see it's immediately popped up on the iPhone, and it's here on the iPad. If we open the flight up on the iPhone, and then when we enter something, so let's say we're going to enter a new flight number, we'll just call this flight 1, and as soon as we leave that box, you'll see it pops up on the iPhone as well. So it really is genuinely a live synchronization of everything that you do. But just because we have a flight on one device and we have it on the other device doesn't mean that it's backed up, because if you're syncing and something goes wrong, let's say you inadvertently delete the flights, of course it's also going to delete the flight on the iPhone. As you can see there, it disappears off the screen, there's nothing there. We go back to the flight list, it's empty. If you truly want to back everything up, let's just put some data in so this flight stays on the screen. If you truly want to back everything up, we need to go into the backup. So we go to settings, backup. Notice we have two backup sources, Dropbox and Box. And then there's automatic backups, which is always switched on. These are an in-app backup, which means that if the app is deleted off your device, on that device your logbook is completely lost, okay? So this is really designed for if you make a mistake in flight. They're basically set up as, they're right here at the top of the screen, you can see, and they're set up as first flight of the day, or first opening of the app and last opening of the app. So the start of the day and the end of the day, the flights are saved. And what this really is if you're out and about, you're in the cockpit, you're filling something in your logbook, you really mess it up, and you want to unwind to the evening yesterday or the morning today, then you can do that very quickly and then just carry on. Further down then we see there's backups for Box, and then further down the screen there's for Dropbox. So what are Box and Dropbox? I think most people have heard of Dropbox. It's just an online cloud storage. Box is a very similar service as well, and we use both so that there's a multi-layer of backup. So let's just talk a little bit about how those work, and it's actually very simple. We have the AvionLog app on your on your phone, and you synchronize to, and then you set up an account with Box and Dropbox, and this can be done in the app. You just switch it on and it will prompt you to make the account. It's free, by the way, so there's no cost to you for this, assuming you're not storing too much in your Box or Dropbox account. And so we have Box on one side and we have Dropbox on the other, okay, and they're both here, and the app just links to both of those independently, okay, and it's a manual synchronization, so you have to go in, you have to synchronize your backups. The reason we don't make it automatic, we put you in total control of this. And also the reason why we don't use iCloud is for flexibility. iCloud can be quite restricted with what it has you do, and also if you change your iCloud account, you move to a new device, perhaps your iCloud account is linked to your company, as is sometimes the case, then you lose access to it. With Box and Dropbox, you're in total control. And then of course we have the in-app backups, which we mentioned earlier, but they are completely contained in the device. They don't give you independent backups. So that's why we use that system. Now going back into AvionLog, we can see how very easy it is to back up a flight. So this flight here, it's not a complete flight, we can see by the colorings here, but let's just run a backup very quickly. We just tap backup. And that's it, it's done. We can see the flight's still there. If we go into settings, import and export, there is an option to delete your logbook, so we just get rid of that, delete. and AvionLog is back to its starting point. If we go back into settings, go to backup, open up the app. This was the last backup. We're going to restore that. And there's that flight. Okay, folks, I hope that's explained the backup a little bit. We highly recommend that you use both the Box and the Dropbox backup system, and also enable enable push notifications, either daily, weekly is the default, or monthly, so that you always remember to back up your logbook. And another thing, if you do forget, over the settings tab in the bottom right hand corner here, you will get a notification that will remind you to back up. So as you're on the go, if you go, oh, you completely forget about it, you're working a busy schedule, that'll remind you to do it. All right, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I look forward to showing you a few other things in some future videos.